Good morning and welcome to Gulfstream today. Brian Nadeau, Samantha Perry with you on just yet again another Chamber of Commerce kind of day here in Hollandale Beach. We've got a fast main track, of course, at Tapeta as well, and there's that green turf course that Samantha mentioned yesterday. It is coming around sooner rather than later, as is the championship meet, of course, in December. But we've got a strong 9-race card to end what is and was and will be a very, very strong weekend of racing here.
Yep, it was. They hit the Rainbow Six yesterday,
How about
which was exciting. And kudos to you. You took a $1.30 home.
I took $1.30 home.
Not
or so.
you,
Oh,
but
okay. It was not me.
the you out there. So
I got
congrats.
you. Yes, that was very well done. And what that means is on the 9-race card, when we fire again in the Rainbow in race number 4, we will start anew in that pool. You know, typically on the first day, that pool is upwards of $50,000.
Yep.
And you hear my partner and I say it all the time that it's a good day to get involved, and we'll have a ticket a little bit. I'll have a ticket a little bit later on, but I'll have a ticket right now for the early pick 5, and we'll take a look at that right now. And not a big ticket at all, $13.50. We'll single here in the opener on a horse that will be a very, very heavy favorite in race number 2. The top pick is the 6, and that is Full Nelson. He's going to be a short number as well, I would think. In race number 3, that's the 3x3x3, little pick 3 there. Awesome Train, the 5 for Victor Barboza. In race number 4, the 7, and that is Darling Darley, second-time starter for Dave Fawkes, and I would expect some move forward there. And then my best bet of the day is in race number 5, and that is the 7, 6-. Joe Bravo is going to get aboard that one there, and that's a $13.50 ticket. A big, robust field of 12 in the opener. We'll go a mile and a 16th on the Tapeta. These are 12-5 maiden claimers, 3-year-olds and up. And you don't have this. All right, this is good entertainment. This is good television, at least. Go. The 11, bullet on the charts.
Bullet on the charts, yeah. So I thought that the effort last time, although this horse has not been bet in any of his 3 starts, I think that he's progressively getting better. And this is, like you said, a robust field. I don't particularly trust anybody in it. And I think if this horse gets involved a bit more earlier on,
right,
he could be a bigger player.
Well, the form is moving forward.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. And Leon McCannis, we know, does a good job on the Tapeta. I mean, they're going to have a huge favorite in here in Moufrige, and you're Nowheresville for you. I mean, that's bold. I like it. This horse, the drop here, last time he was here, he ran for 35. He was up 7. He takes him up to Saratoga, doesn't do any running on the turf, but now he's in a group he's supposed to be.
If he had the G sign next to him,
gelded,
I would. I didn't like, and no knock on him. I get it, but when I saw him here at Gulfstream Park, I thought he's just a way too heavy horse. He just carries his weight so much, and I don't know. If he was gelded, maybe.
Okay. I gotcha. Well, we both have some interest. I mean, the horse is going to probably be odds on in here, and she's telling you no. So that's a good thing to, take heed to, because if this horse doesn't win, things could blow up. Honor Gold would probably be the main danger. First time for Jack Sisterson, who does a good job with these types.
Yeah, he does. And Blinkers go on to just a new program. The claim was voided last time, but there could be a lot of reasons why. And I think this Keeneland form we're going to find is going to be pretty prolific here.
Wouldn't shock me at all. I mean, especially in races like these, those are better horses up there. I don't think there's any doubt about that. We'll kick off the early pick 4 in race number 2. We'll go $1.70 on the Tapeta here. These are 2-year-olds. It's a starter optional claimer. We've got a field of 7 in here, and Samantha's got that early pick 4 ticket for you.
I do, and we'll take a look at it. It's a $9 play for me, just kind of slowly going down the ladder. We'll get to the second race in a second. Race 3, this is my long shot, and I got some great news with my long shot when I was doing changes earlier today. Race 4, the 3 Opus. We've got the replay. I really do like this filly. I considered singling her, but I do like the 7 as well, so we'll wait on that. And in race number 5, the 5 Klugman, my best bet of the day. And I know you like a horse in that race a lot as well, so here we go.
Dueling best bets. How about that? We had dueling long shots the other day.
Yeah.
And, Dueling best bets on a $9 early pick 4 ticket. And let's get into race number 2 here. Field is 7 in here. I would think Full Nelson's going to be tough in here, but you towards the inside. We'll call this one the other favorite probably. Don't Be Grouchy. He's got that Tapeta route staring right in your face.
Yeah, and we've got a stat on Jose Pinchin as well we'll show. This is a barn that's starting to click right now.
Yeah, this is a good stat for him.
Yeah, 4 for 20, 20% Tapeta routes. Not a very big sample, but again, we're still fairly new to the Tapeta. And that race 2-back, the lone Tapeta start.
Exactly.
Boom, big winner.
Yep, big winner by 9 1/4 lengths at 70 cents on the dollar. Now, granted, that was against $35,000 maiden claimers. Didn't do any running behind Divieto, who's pretty good in the Aventura, but now we're back seemingly doing what Don't Be So Grouchy wants to do, and I certainly used this horse. But I thought Full Nelson now on the stretch out, because to me, his probably best race was the Tapeta route 3-back. You like Brawn, Freedom Principle, Reminder. That was a good race.
It was. In hindsight, it really was. This horse, I got excited today because I thought the gelding was him, but it was really the 6 in the next race. I just, the blinkers come off. This is good. I remember saying in the last race, I trust Jose D'Angelo, but this is a horse that I don't know why you would put blinkers on him. He doesn't do anything too swiftly, I feel like, to really need them, and that's putting it lightly. This is not a strong race by any means.
Yeah.
So he could win this easily. And they're bringing him back quick, which I actually kind of like, because he is
9 days.
Yeah, he's a bit coltish, so maybe this will kind of help him. We'll see.
9 days. He's going to route. He's going to route on Tapeta for the first time since Jose claimed it too. He claimed it 2-back from Safi.
Yeah.
The 7 to me is an outsider, Magic Shadow for Antonio, coming in off a win though.
Yeah, coming in off a win, and Don't Be So Grouchy, put him away.
Right.
So.
Okay, so you like one, you kind of like the other.
Yeah.
That's your angle. I get it. Race number 3, we'll go 7 furlongs on a fast main track. These are $35,000 maiden claimers, 2-year-olds here. We've got a field of 8, and as Samantha said and alluded to, the 6 now is going to be a gelding. So running the numbers, the 6, a gelding in here, and we'll start. Whoa, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Is this your long shot?
Yeah, this is my long shot. I was excited for this horse today. Anthony Margata doesn't have a lot of horses. He summers in New Jersey. Then he comes here for the winter time and runs them, and he pops with a few. But he's not trying to be leading trainer. He just runs with what he has, and I think he just, like all of us, we enjoyed the job. Now, he got a race under this now gelding's belt at the Meadowlands. They didn't bet him, but I didn't think that they would here. It was this low figure. This jockey just got him around there, let's be honest. He hopped at the start. He just got around there. It was a good turf course that night. That's usually a bit more giving than kind of it seems to be. The dam won 6 on the dirt. This is no breeding whatsoever for the grass. Bustin' Stone's a good New York bred.
Absolutely.
And I think I'm not saying this horse is going to come out and be an absolute killer, but if this horse picks his feet up, at least proves 30 points on the buyer, and you look at that 37 and 4 work over on this main track here, the dam one going 7 furlongs.
Yep.
Got the race fitness. I don't know.
Those Jersey guys are sharp dressers too.
Oh yeah, Margata's always got the look. So does Kelly Breen.
There you go, Kelly Breen, another Jersey guy. And Kelly won the stakes yesterday with Squints, and we'll show you that coming up as well. First time gelding, I get it. So you're going to get a price here. Maybe I made him 20. Maybe that was a little aggressive, but. We'll see. He's looking up at the majority of, but there's angles here to go at too. Awesome train for Victor. We can show you a stat here. It's just Victor Barboza Jr. just doing fire and white hot right now. And this is maiden special weight to maiden claimer Dirk Sprints the past 5 years. And how about this? 46%. Not a huge sample. Blinkers go on. That is a big move for Victor as well. You just see it in your form. That's 40% from a 25 horse sample. So awesome train on the drop with the blinkers. Amicio says, yep, I'm here. You would think we're going to get the best effort, whatever that best effort is.
Yeah.
Right?
It's funny. It seems a bit counterproductive sometimes when this horse obviously has had a little bit of lagging in the gate areas, and 2-back with the blinkers on. He hopped the start. Victor goes, okay, well, let's take the blinkers off and see if sometimes that makes it worse. Boom, we're going to put him right back on because he hit the gate last time.
Yeah, and quite honestly and frankly, we don't know if this horse can run or not. I mean, he hasn't made a dent. He was second on debut. That was for Jose D'Angelo. We'll see what we get today, but on the drop, you know, this is probably the day to wake up. You've got, and we both have some interest in Dixie Preach for Jose Garofalo, who really did wake up last time behind Hancock, who came back.
Yeah, and Hancock was good last time.
Yeah.
Yep. This horse has had some time as well, and he gets that tactical outside draw.
Yeah, we like that draw with the experience now.
And that helps, yeah.
Right, exactly. So 3 down, 6 to go. When we come back, it's Rainbow Six time. And like we said, we'll start anew here in race number 4 as someone took it down yesterday. Well done. Stay tuned.
It's tradition. Every year, the stars gather for a spectacle. Stars of the racing world collide to cement their legacy in their quest for greatness. Bear witness as we raise the stakes and shatter the status quo. Watch as the brightest stars in fashion take the stage, and we forge unforgettable memories. Be part of this storied heritage. Revel in performances from the superstars of entertainment, and the unexpected awaits you at every turn. Join us in this unrivaling celebration, where champions ascend and legends are created. This is the Pegasus World Cup, where stars align.
And they're off.
Welcome back to Gulfstream today. Brian and Samantha with you. We've got a 9-race card, 3 down, 6 to go. And like I said, somebody took that rainbow down for a big, big number yesterday. Congratulations, whoever it was. That's a good score, well over 6 figures. And what that means is in race 4, we'll start anew today. That pool, like I said, $40,000, $50,000 as we start it fresh in race number 4. I did not think this was a sequence to swing for the fences. We'll take a look at my ticket now, and it's pretty tight. I did have one. There was one, I'll call it relatively key scratch on the day, and that knocked me down to $9.60. And you can just see the single in race 5. That's my best bet of the day, and that is the 7, who is 6-. And did you tell me Klugman is your best bet of the day? Okay, so there we go. That's Klugman is the 5. You know, all you got to do is double my ticket for $19.20. In race number 6, top pick is the 1, St. Pat's Day, down on the inside. Race number 7, your top pick is the 3, Copper Master for Rohan Crichton on the comeback. And then my long shot is in race number 8. That's the 1, Ernesto. And in race number 9, another single for me, and that is the 9, Warlord Cruise On. It'll be a very, very short price.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a late scratch, by the way, and I'll get to it, but I want to remind you while I'm reminding myself in race number 9, the 4, Maximo, is out on the late scratch there. So here we go. In the opening leg, 7 furlong, state-bred 2-year-old fillies here on a fast main track in this maiden special weight, a field of 7 in here. I'll throw it to you because you want to show Opus and Gulfaxi, right?
Yeah, I'm more Opus,
Okay.
but Gulfaxi is in the race, and I think they're going to bet both of these. Okay, Gulfaxi's here on the rail. This isn't a very good spot to be in at this moment, just kind of cornered around. Now, note, the 3 is Opus. He's nowhere.
Right.
Nowhere. Look at him. I was really, thank you guys, this is awesome. I was really impressed by this run.
Yeah.
I remember as soon as this race was over, I went and put in my notes that on paper, you see the 4th place finish, and he only beat 2 horses, but he did not break at all.
No, very slow start.
Yeah, never in the picture at all, and he just plods along. If he can get a similar setup today and he gets extra ground, it's going to be good. And the rail was good yesterday.
Sure was.
So if it's about like that today, he can do a very similar move. And here we go. We've got Hector Diaz again, and he was the one that went up the rail on Squints yesterday.
That's a good call. Yeah, Squints right up the rail, 25 to 1 to blow that thing up. And Opus goes from 5.5 to 7 today. So I agree with everything you said. It's a big, big deal. Darling Darley on top for me, and we've just got
Okay.
the exacta reversed in here. Dave Fox, we talk about this a lot. You know, Dave can win with first-time starters, but you look at the program, you look at your racing form, he's 22% with second-time starters. This
much
horse
better.
ran fine on debut.
Yeah, fine. I can't really knock. She drew the
No.
rail, which was bad luck of the draw there, but now she's got the outside.
Yeah,
which
broke
could-
dead last on debut.
So, yeah, I think the more ground, the better for her.
Yeah. Now, Neom City did beat Darling Darley. She was 38-1.
Yeah.
I feel like she'll probably get ignored a little bit today. I don't want to take anything away from her, but I just feel the upside of a Darling Darley is
Definitely,
more,
yeah,
right?
agreed.
Yeah, and Gulfstream there in the mix as well. Okay, late pick 5 in race number 5. Here we'll go mile and 16th on the Tapeta. These are 3-year-olds and up. It's a starter optional claimer. We've got a, this is a tricky race. Dueling best bets in here. It's a field of 10. I'll tell you what, because she's got the late pick 5. If you can get tight in this race, you can get leverage on these horizontals because I would think in the rainbow and in your pick 5, you know, there's a lot of people that are probably spreading very deep in here.
Yeah, big time. Let's take a look at the ticket here. This is a pretty bold long shot, and I've been trying, best bet, and I've been trying to find the words to articulate why I like him so much the past couple days doing the videos on it, actually, but we'll get to it in just a second. Race 6, I do have the 3 on top, Magic Moonstar. Race 7, the 2, Noble Drama. I felt like I could have probably taken a lot more, but I wanted to take a stand. Race 8, the 10 on top for me. Happy is as happy does. And in race number 9, I do have the 6 Capture the Laughter on top, but I also do have Warlord Cruise on. It's a $9 play, and you can add or subtract. I thought that you know, if you're not taking all of them, you could probably be going 5 deep and may not have it in this race.
Well, I think that's a great that's a great handicapping. Almost you could have a seminar on things like that. And sometimes you just need to trust your opinion. You know,
Yes.
you've given out a 3x3 double. It's not helping anybody. So,
No, it's not.
We'll see what we get here on your best bet. So you take it away. Oh, you want to show a video of Klugman too?
Let's show Klugman.
Okay.
And I've been trying to, like I said, trying to figure out the words to articulate this horse here. Now, this was his win. And thank you, guys. And he's got a long, plodding stride. He wins this race here. And this was 2 starts back. He, to me, the 2 turns, the last time he was in the 2 turns, it was as a 3-year-old, and it was in the Not Surprising Stakes where he ran 3rd. He does not have a quick turn of foot. He just kind of slowly picks them off here. And he's not the most beautiful traveling horse. He's very wide up front and just kind of legs everywhere. He's not accelerating that much.
he's a grinder.
Yes, and the fact that he's back on 2 turns now, this is, if he can run like that, that's what he needs. He doesn't have a lot of speed. You don't see him win on the Tapeta like that, and he just has that bounding, like, just way about him that the fact that he hasn't been on 2 turns in some time is surprising to me. And he's a much better horse than he was at 3.
Yeah, and he's coming out of a race, the Mamba on 3 race. That's a good group. That's a better group here. And, you know, Eddie Plesa Jr. rarely makes a wrong move. So he's firmly in the mix here. And if I didn't have a best bet in here, I'd be singling him too. 6- is going to come down from the Jersey Shore for Team Pletcher and Mike Rapoli. And it's all New Jersey here because Joe Bravo's going to ride as well. You know, you've done plenty of Jersey stuff. Rough Sea is absolutely rolling right now.
That's a good horse.
Bodie's Maker is good. This is, to me, I know it might not appear that way. This is a drop in class, and this also is a horse that has a win here on our Tapeta.
That helps. But the win here was over a year ago. And I feel like as this horse has kind of gotten into his 4-5-year-old career now, first off, I don't like the off lines with this horse because you're running 1.5 miles and you need run 2 races and you're done.
Yeah, this could be a little sharp.
Yeah, so I just wonder if this is going to be a little bit of a wake-up call for him. And I trust where they're going to put this horse. I will say this, I'm glad it's 1 mile and a 16th and not a mile and a 70, but he should be in like the mile and the 3/16 race we saw the other day.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what we get today. I just feel like on the drop. And the other thing is here too, I don't think it's not a coincidence that both Samantha and I, our best bets are new faces.
Right.
My horse is a new face from New Jersey. Your horse is a new face sprinting on the
Yeah.
Tapeta routing. Because let's just be perfectly honest, our proven routers in here, you talking to me, Rock the Stars, those Cartano, whose day is it going to be today? And we're not trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you would really just have to take the majority of the field.
Right, exactly. Rock the Stars blew way up last time
Yep.
for Liz Dobles, but what are we going to run that back from the outside post? So
Right.
it's the type of race where I think you're supposed to look for a different or fresh new face,
Yep.
and that's exactly what we did. Race number 6 kicks off the late pick 4. We'll go 5 on the Tapeta here in this starter optional claimer. These are the fillies and mares 3 and up. Gitana is a scratch, and that is a key scratch.
Yep.
The 2 and the 7 Peach Cobbler is out as well. I'll show my ticket a little bit later on. Let's see where you're going.
Magic Moonstar.
Magic Moonstar. Okay, you got the 3, and you want to show why as well.
Yeah, but we'll show the replay. This was the first start on the Tapeta. This horse looked incredible. She's a very solid 6-year-old mare, and it was the first time in the barn of Carlos David. She set the lead the whole time, and she hung around, which I like to see. You see the 5th place finish. And, yeah, she's not making a huge dent late in this race, but she didn't stop. And I think the fact that she's going to stay at this kind of level is a good thing for the barn. And now they've kind of got her figured out, and now she's figured out the Tapeta, because the
Sure.
Tapeta and the turf at Monmouth are 2 different ball games.
You got that right.
Yeah.
Second time with Carlos, and that was a good race as well. So
Yeah.
I can see it. I'm it's right in front of you with St. Pat's
Yeah.
Day. And listen, she was 18 last time, and I made her 2 today, and she's going to be bet. And the horse that she just beat, Bahamian Moon, is no great shakes either. I see the Tapeta race. It was the first one for Laura Cesares, Edgar Zayas. Monster effort.
It was. This could be a fast race.
Yeah.
They could go, because Bahamian Moon does her best running when she's on the front end. And that will set up well for St. Pat's Day.
Yeah, and she's got a tactical gear. It was a Laura
Yeah.
Cesares Exacta last time. I tried to split it, and as did you. Well, you put Omo 10 Girl. Cipriana Gill is going to ride Omo 10 Girl, and she figures in here. The My Lady James races are good.
Very good race, yep.
Late pick 3 time in race number 7. We'll go a mile on a fast main track. Here, these are 3-year-olds or 4 and up, which have never won 3 races. We scratched the 1 out of here. Slim Man, and our old buddy Noble Drama is in here as the wind takes everything away from us. Noble Drama, our old buddy, and I'll tell you what, he's never seen a group like this in ever.
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 Yeah.
Can you show 'em?
Yeah, let's show them. This was the race on June 4th at not a stakes level here. This is his thing. He comes from nowhere.
Comes from Hollandale Beach Boulevard.
Yes, and look at all the dirt he takes. This was a really good effort here. The last few races, they've not been good, let's be honest, but he's been facing
He has.
a lot better, and maybe he's just not that kind of horse anymore.
Right. You know, I talked to Dave Fox the other day, and we were
Yeah.
talking about a lot of different things. We said he is a $35,000 claimer now. He's
Yeah.
not giving them away. There's nothing like that. It's he's still plugging away. You see him there. He still wants to run on late.
He
He's
does.
not the horse he once was, but he's made $823,000 the hard way. He's a
Yeah.
cool old dude,
He is.
and Dave, and he's done a really, really good job with him.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but nobody here at Gulfstream will be complaining if Noble Drama gets it done, but he's probably going to be an underlaid price. He's never had any speed to begin with.
Yeah.
Copper Master to me is interesting because Rohan Crichton is a sharp guy.
Yeah.
Comes back with this horse, not in for the tag last time, and now I think we've got the Mish race too.
That was a strong race, and initially I did like this horse, and then I watched the replay. I wasn't a huge fan of the way he was striding out in the lane. Just looked very short, and he's not the best moving horse though. But he
Right.
only sold for $37,000 last year, so it's not like this is it's not going to be a correct
No.
horse. This is a much better group. And like you said, he's faced better, and he's second off of freshening up too.
Your 2 horses are going to be having a conversation together early on because
They will. They'll be sipping tea in the back end of the field. Yeah.
no speed whatsoever.
No, but, I worry as far as Noble Drama, what kind of speed he's going to
Right.
get. Honestly, rod to rod could hit the front and nobody
Well,
catch.
I think the reason why I think you you could be okay is 5.56. Champ went 44 and 4
that's a good
last
point.
time.
Yeah.
We're going a one-turn mile here, and I know Rod to Rod absolutely aired last time, but that was for Amador for 12.5 2Ls. Ken Sweezy's had a phenomenal start to the Sunshine meeting. We like Kent, but it's a big class rise
it's
too.
It's a cheaper horse.
Yeah, they're going to be hitting pretty hard early on, so we'll see what we get there. The feature's a good one. Race number 8, a mile and a 16th on the Tapeta. It's an optional claimer for the state breds here, 3-year-olds and up. We scratched the 4 ribbons and medals. We scratched the 5. Here comes Bullet, and it's going to bring us with a field of 8. I've got my long shot, but you did you go with back chat on top?
No, Happy is.
Oh yeah, there's 3 of them though. So you want to show that replay?
Yeah, we'll show the replay here, and I'll talk about Happy first, and you can talk about the rest. Here's Happy. Not in really the best spot right here. Thank you guys. These are great. On the rail, and you see he's about to kind of check up, and it's not right there. These are horses they don't have gears.
Nope.
You can't shift them quickly and do what you need to with him. That horse lost his momentum. He's a long grinder as well. He's back without a drop. He's lightly raced. That was his first time going 2 turns. He still ran very well.
He did, and he was, even before we let that video roll, he was pulling a little bit down there on the inside early. Now he's outside, so I do think he's a threat in here. I used him. This is a spread race for me. It's why I came up with a long shot. Back chat ran so well in there, but back chat, he doesn't have any speed either, and they're probably going to bet him today, and he wasn't bet last time. Starship Wizard is what he is, keeps finding 1 or 2 horses better, so that's why you go lightly raced. I go long shot down to the inside with a Nesto, and he didn't do any running that last race, but he had a trip in that race
he did.
as well.
Point, yeah.
I mean, he was, he went from breaking dead last to first on a kind of a runoff, and it wasn't really anything that Edwin Gonzalez could do. The horse just, wanted to run off when he found daylight. So now we'll see. We're down inside. Hopefully we can break a lot better today. We can get tucked in.
Yeah.
And then what I'm looking at is the race 2 back, which was such a solid effort. And we'll see what Hector Diaz Jr. can do today. But he's going to be a price in there. And it's that kind of race. Back chat's in the mix, absolutely, but Kent's going good. We just told you that, but I don't like these horses with a lack of speed, and that's the type of horse Samantha and I talk about every single day here. Are you going to run back to that race? I don't know. That's the question. Race number 9, these are $8,000 2Ls here, 5.5 on the Tapeta for 3 and up. Scratch the 3, Sergeant Sinatra. The 4, Maximo, was a little bit of a late scratch. Going to have a huge favorite in here in the 9, Warlord Cruzan, but at least you went the other way, Capture the Laughter.
Yeah, Victor Barboza. Again, we're seeing these AR Screen Solution horses all in Victor Barboza's barn, and this horse is what he is. There's nobody in here that is any great shakes, but I like the fact that he does get back to the Tapeta. And sprinting as well.
Sure. If this was anybody else, I probably would have made this horse 8 or 10, but it's Victor.
Exactly.
They're going to bet. The horse might improve. Listen, we talk about Rayanas all the time. He does a really good job. Easier said than done to improve off of him. Warlord Cruzan, it's right there in front of you. A huge figure last time at the level for Antonio and Edgar Zayas, who's their 20% together, and he was he was a month clear of third too.
Yeah, he went really fast.
Yeah.
Very fast. And he's drawn well. And these are the races, I always say this, that Antonio Sano wins.
Yeah, it's his kind of race, and he is drawn well to be outside Drama's Prayer for Jorge Delgado. Devil's Discreet's got speed as well, and Warlord Cruzan is outside all of it. And he actually stalked in his maiden win, so it's not like he's a need-the-lead type either. But he's going to be a short number in the race number 9 finale here. But a lot to get to in the lightning round because we ran 3 stakes yesterday, and they were some good efforts in there. I'll tell you what, maybe none more so than Chi-Chi, who we watched the race together right up here, and we weren't sure the kind of horse Edwin Gonzalez had underneath him, if he was what he was doing, waiting, and sure as heck, he was just waiting to inhale this field.
I said, oh, she's done. I did not think at all. And then as soon as he shook the reins at her, she said, see ya.
Yeah. Big effort. Doubles up now on stakes wins because she did it at Remington.
As a maiden.
As a maiden. Good
Yep.
point. She's now 2 for 2 on the main track as well. And kudos to Herm Walensky and the team because he doubled up and he swept the rainbow for somebody in the finale.
He did in the
right?
finale. Yeah,
Oh,
that
boy.
was good. Yep.
Well done to the connections there. Squints. Wasn't on any of my tickets. And we watched that race here, and you were commenting how Squints didn't look all that great, and then here he is coming up the wood.
We did not like that maiden race. The same situation happened in this race as it did his maiden race. They hit a wall late on, and they all paid the price for it, and he just snuck up. This is, you just look at the stride of the 5 and you look at Squint's stride. He's an interesting little horse here, but man, he tries, and good, kudos to him. That was a very crafty ride by Hector Diaz to just sit and let them do the dirty work. He knows he's got a late runner and picked him off.
Yeah, good for Kelly Breen to get a stakes win as well, and he'll get some more of those over the winter, I'm sure. And then last, certainly but not least, Kozaris, who we talked about, came out of that really, really good older horse was optional
that
claimer.
I picked a lot. I picked Kozaris in that race against Totofino, and
Totofino.
That was a very, very fast race. This horse, as soon as he switched leads, he ran very, very well, Brian.
Yeah, this was a good field too. I mean, Swervin is stakes winner. There's West Coast Cowboy. He could not get by. So Terry Pompey has done a very, very good job with these Purple Haze horses,
yes.
And this is a cool little horse that she's going to have a lot of fun with, and they're going to make a lot of money with. So kudos to her, Terry, and the team as well. It was a fun day yesterday. They bet a lot yesterday. We appreciate that. Today we'll do it again. Your best bet?
Klugman. Klugman.
Old
Is that
horse
another
player, Jack Klugman.
It's another sports reference.
Odd couple, all that stuff.
Not sure any of that, but I am sure that race 5, the 5.
All right, Jack Klugman, one of the great horse players of all time. And then on the same race, there we go, 6-. How about that? So dueling best bets and your long shot.
In race 3, Anthony Margada, first time gelding, running the numbers.
See what Anthony's, if he's here in the pinstripes, or we'll see what we got here. I'm a little later in race number 8. That's the one down inside Anesto, and a tricky one there. There's a lot of good, deep, competitive races today. Happy to have you aboard on a Sunday fun day. Stop by and say hi. And Darren's upstairs with the scratches and the changes on this 9-race card.